Hello and welcome to this episode of Effective Websites. The most notable special feature of this website is the module in the front page. It's the Image and Content Fader. For this episode, you'll need to open two tabs on your browser, both the front and back end of your site. In this instance, we're going to be using Adobe Brackets, but if you have another text editor, that'll work too. Okay. With your text editor open, you'll need to write headlines and a one-sentence introduction for your top 3 features, whatever those features might be. What we're going to do with these are replace the content in the first of these faders with our new content. We'll leave the others untouched for you to practice with. So let's go to the back end. And we'll go from our Control panel to Extensions, Module Manager, and click. Before going on, remember our encouragement in episode installation 7. Make a copy of your custom HTML files. If you haven't done that, please do that before you continue on with this video. You do not want to lose that code. We'll then find our S5 Image and Content Fader module and open it. And so that it displays well, we're going to leave several of the settings the way that they are and skip down to Title 1, 2, and 3. Once again, we're just going to take Title 1 and leave Titles 2 and 3 for you to practice with. The first thing we'll do is copy and paste our headline from brackets into the title area number 1. Before moving on, you can see that you have the option of adding several more titles. You'll want to resist the temptation to fill all of them in. Add only 4 at the most for these reasons. First, people aren't going to sit around and read all the changing titles for very long. So just put your most important things there. And second, if you put too many, even if they do read them, they'll have a hard time coming back to the ones that are most interesting to them. We prefer to leave the setting at about 3. Let's save the changes we made. We don't have to be concerned with either menu settings or module permissions. Both of those are set up for us already. But we do need to go to the Image Settings tab. You'll note that the image settings correspond to the images that we see on our front page. You'll see them here. Okay, we can go back to the Open module. Let's do the Image 1 Location URL box. What you're looking at is a little code. It's telling your template where to look for the picture that you wanted inserted in that spot. Now don't let this scare you, and here's why. Let me show you an easy way to get that code. Let's open up a tab to the Article Manager. So that would be Backend Content Article Manager. Now we'll select an article, and it doesn't make any difference which article it is. We now click on the image icon. It'll take a second to load. When it does, we can click on any picture. Here, and we can see the HTML code here. When we click on an image, we also see its dimensions to the right here. Since we labeled the pictures a few episodes back, we know that the picture that we want is currently IACF1 JPEG. We see that it's 768 pixels wide, 444 pixels high. That's the size our new picture should be. And just above it is the location we need, so let's get our new picture. We'll click on the Upload button, Browse, click on the new IACF file that we've made, and you can name it anything that you want, and then click Upload. We'll copy that with Control-C, and with that copied, we'll go back to our Open module and paste the new location into the Image 1 Location URL, and we'll save that. When we come back to image settings, we now want to leave Image 1 hyperlink URL blank. In the image text boxes, you'll notice that there is some HTML. We'll get to that in just a moment, but for now, let's just get rid of everything except the HTML in the image text 1 boxes. We'll remove the old text, leaving only the HTML. Now if we go to brackets and select copy, we can now paste it into our image 1 text box by using Control V. Let's save this again and check out the front end to see if our changes have worked. So we'll refresh, and perfect. Our new picture, title, and text all appear exactly as we wanted. That leaves us with one more little chore, and then we're done. We need to change the read more to reflect our new changes in our back end. Before we go back to the back end of the module, though, let's do something else. Let's say we want this new read more to point to the sample article that we've been working with. We click on the sample article, and then select and copy the location of that article using Control C. Now if we return to the module, Image Settings, and paste the new location here, we'll save, then return to the front end, refresh. Right now, it probably seems like a lot of effort. It's probably pretty confusing. But once you learn how to do this one module well, your website will be significantly better by more than 90% of all the organizations that are on the web today. That's it for this episode of Effective Websites. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.